Hello, my name is Said. I'm a host for today, and uh, just we have a great and respected guys and advisors of Glory Future Foundation. Today, we are going to have a precious time, and we're going to discuss just beautifully. We just will discuss a lots of things, and our advisors will share that what they just want to speak on. So before getting into that, I'm going to play a video. And you know that we have been working with children education, and we are conducting successfully and many types of prevention, such as smoking prevention and climate change, because you know that climate change is one of the greatest problems right now in the world. So let's play a video to know a little bit about the work that we are doing. Yes, want to say, and you know, we are really working with children, and children are the future leaders, and we are just inspiring youths because youths can change the world because they have the power and ability. And sometimes the youth are really getting lost and thinking about the difficulties, but every barrier they can overcome. And just I believe. And we just discuss a little bit about this later. So now I'm going to directly one of our advisors from India, Palvi. So Palvi, madam. So can you hear me? So introduce yourself first and what you're gonna speak on today.
Okay. Thank you so much, Said, for this wonderful opportunity. And thank you to Glory Future Foundation. And truly, we will together change the world for the better. I'm Dr. Pallavi Vasudha Vishwas from the land of happiness and harmony, India. And it's a great pleasure to connect everybody over here. A brief introduction about me. I started my career as a telecom engineer with a wide experience of almost 2 decades in the telecom industry and then in the education field, where I was lucky enough to make a difference in the lives of youth. So it was also a growing phase for me. I was learning from them, and it was a mutual learning and sharing, and motivating and counseling the youth was always something very, very close to my heart. And I still continue doing it with my venture, that is Happy Harmony. My parents have inspired me to start this venture as my entrepreneurial venture with the mission of spreading smiles across miles. So I'm an internationally certified harmony happiness coach and my PhD in work life balance amongst working women. So it is more of work life harmony that we all aim for, living a happier life. So, a brief introduction to my profile that was, and today's topic that rightly said by say that the youth and children are the future of tomorrow, and we all of us are doing our bit of contribution. So, I would be speaking a little bit about and sharing my thoughts on inhale confidence and exhale self doubt. I feel each one of us is struggling towards how can I be confident, and to take any step, we need to believe in ourselves. We need to believe that, yes, I can do it and I shall make it happen. And children, when they are in the growing phase, when they are learning so many things, there is always that hesitancy, or they are wondering whether I will be able to do it. Whether this whatever path I take, am I able to do it? So that self-doubt, self-limiting belief is something that hinders the progress. It is sort of an obstacle. It proves as a self-limiting belief, and the people around you are always, most of the times, they need to motivate you. But if that doesn't happen, and if that inner belief in yourself takes a back step, it really becomes difficult to traverse the paths when we are facing so many obstacles, when we are facing not so good circumstances in our lives. So, what kind of self limiting beliefs are there? And these self limiting beliefs always puts a question to us that I am not capable enough of doing certain things. I can't do it. And there is a pullback that, yeah, if even if you see the opportunities, if that belief is not there, you suddenly take a step back and saying that, oh, this is not for me. And you miss out on so many opportunities. So these self-limiting beliefs, whenever you encounter, just pose a question to yourself: is this belief true? Is this self-limiting belief true for myself? And where did this self-limiting belief stem from? Maybe we heard it from somebody, and mostly we compare ourselves with the circle that we are in, and we look at the things that they are doing and compare ourselves with them, and then we start thinking that, oh, this is what I'm not able to do it, or I'm not capable to do it. Just let me share a small story with you all. We all of us like stories. So this is a short story. There was a race, and guess who were competing? Those frogs, those tiny frogs were competing the race, and they were told at the starting line that down over there you will see that big tower that is there. High up the tower was there, and you need to climb it. The crowd was there, and they were, oh my god, discussing, will those frogs jumping around and will they be able to climb that tower? Simply not possible. And this was happening when the frogs were there at the starting line, and that some of them were cheering them, of course, but most of the things that the frogs heard was, no, this is not possible. The tower is too high, and it is just not possible to climb that tower. The signal was given, 1, 2, 3, and you start the race. And many of the frogs were hopping and skipping, and they were there at the tower, and they started climbing the high tower out over there, the tall tower. Many of the frogs were climbing, they fell down, they climbed, and some of them climbed a little bit higher, and they were falling down. And guess what? In all this, the frogs who were falling down, they gave up. But there was one frog who kept on climbing the tower. And everybody kept wondering, oh my God, how is it possible? How is this frog doing it? This is just unbelievable. And slowly, slowly, the frog climbed the tower, and that frog was there at the top of the tower. And he was smiling at everybody, and oh my God, you could see everybody cheering. And then, when that frog was declared the winner, somebody went up to the frog, and obviously, you ask, how was it possible? And the person, they found out that this frog was deaf. He could not hear the negative comments. He could not hear that negative reactions that were posed, that you are not capable, you are not able to do it. Just that frog knew that it was signal that you had to climb that tower, and that frog. So this is exactly that we need to concentrate on when we talk about self-confidence, when we talk about self-belief. We need to believe in our capabilities. We need to believe in our potential so that we are able to get our dreams accomplished. Because it is always the children, the youth, when they are faced with this kind of self-limiting comments or reactions, It is just that they immediately, you can see that, oh, they are falling down. So we need to motivate the youth, but also each one of us needs to realize that you can only fly high when you believe, you have faith in your wings, when you believe in your strength, and you are not afraid of falling and getting up again. And that is exactly when we say we can change the world together. It is this belief in ourselves, it is this belief in our potential, it is this belief in our capabilities that together we can change the world for the better. And whatever changes we are seeing around us, it starts with that spark of self belief. It starts with that spark of self confidence that we can do it. Innovations and everything that you can imagine is stemmed out of this self confidence. So, a message to all youth and to everybody, and even to myself, that we need to believe in ourselves and together we can change the world. So, be positive when walking new paths, be optimistic with every step you take, believe in yourself, and have courage to face what comes along the way, and never give up, because you can make it happen. So take those small steps towards building your confidence. Start small, start getting out of your comfort zone, start having smaller goals, so that when you achieve them, celebrate your wins. Appreciate yourself for the good things that you are doing. Appreciate yourself for those smaller things, those smaller wins that you are having. And I'm sure we all can go a long way, and together we all can make it happen. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to me. And thank you, Said, for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you. A big heartfelt gratitude. Thank you.
Well said. I don't see Said in the video.
Yes, I think you can take up the next.
Maybe because I don't know where is he. Okay. Okay, because the host is not here. It's strange, but I will continue.
Yes, please. Yes.
I will continue. Maybe he will join us after because it's alive, I think. So I'm Shoshana Veik from Israel. I'm a poet, a writer, and a publisher. I was a high school teacher a long time, and I retired a few years ago. And I think education is the most important things as I'm a mother. I have 5 kids and I have grandsons also. And I think that without education, what we are, that is the difference between us and then the frogs. I'm joking about it, but I knew this this story about it, that the frog that was deaf, he was if you don't listen to the stories, you can come maybe to be better. But I want to emphasize the value of books because I'm an editor and I'm a writer, and I think that I'm exploring the world of the writers because people are coming to me. For example, this morning came to me a woman that want to publish a children book, and sometimes I see the process that they're having. I'm telling you the process that they're having as somebody that want to be a writer or somebody that feels the value of the words. The words are the words are creating the words create the worlds. Without words, because in the Bible, the first thing that God saying is saying, I will do it, and it is coming to be true. So the value of the words is very important. We have to think, we have to dream, we have to think about what will be in the future. And the part of this is education, it's the words, what we are saying, what we are meaning in the words that we are doing. And I can tell you also, for example, that I'm editing a book that I was editing a book last week, It was a book that was written by a very old lady, her memory, and she was writing the memories that during the Holocaust that was in Europe, when there's many people died, the war is still going on. We are living in a world that war is never ending. Like we are just coming to another war, another war, another war. We want to fly with the words. We want to fly with the books. We are living in another a faza with the book, and she writing in the book that during the war somebody was bringing her books. That's the way she could fly. She could dream about another thing, and that was keeping her spiritually, and she could feel that something happened after. It's not the end, because you can dream all around about it when you read. When you read, you are in another world. So I hope that in this time, that I know it's very difficult, to many countries, because the corona has made a lot of damage to many places around the world. And I'm hope, and I want to think and to hope that the children, I'm really, really worried about the children over everywhere, because also in my country, we are just seeing that the effect of the corona, it was like a war, because the people are like lost a lot of things during the corona. They couldn't concentrate. They couldn't do things that usually do. So it is really important that we bring them back together to the root. I saw in the video in the beginning how they see it, how they read in Bangladesh. I'm very happy to see that coming together again to give them the future, to give them the better world for them. And I hope that we will solve these education problems about it when you teach them to read, when you teach them to read books, to write, even to write, that will be no people that will not be, and also to write, not to read, also to write your memory, to write something about you, to write a poem, to write something to leave to the other generation, maybe to the nearest future and the far future. Always words are important in our world. So thank you. I hope that I was telling something about education. Thank you. So I'm looking for Saeed. Is not here. We are doing it alone.
Yes, Said is not here, and I think together we can make the change.
Yes, yes.
So that was lovely. That words, we should value words, and I forgot to share that I recently published my debut book, From Hustle to Harmony, and I love writing, and it's a gift from my beloved father. So writing gives me happiness, and yes. Words have to be valued, and what a pleasure it is to put down your thoughts, as you rightly said, that each one of us should write.
I
And
will tell you something, Pavli, because we are not together alone in the
yes,
show. I will tell you
yes.
something. Um, my father passed away a month ago, a month and a half ago. And before he was dementia. He didn't remember, sometimes didn't remember even me. But I was trying to keep my, like before he's going, I was keeping the way. And I was writing many things for him. And I was trying to hold on him, like before he's going, to remember him. So now I have my last book is mostly because I was talking to him, even that he couldn't answer me. So this is very important about it, to keep us in our mind, to stay with words. And also I'm writing all the time to be in a connection also to me, and also to him, and also to show the world that we can connect with words.
That's very nice. Sending love to you, Soshna, and that's looking forward to your book. That's really lovely.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Yes, thank you.
So what
I hope, yes, Dr.
maybe
Yes, Said.
Simon will talk something.
Yes, Simon. Yes, Dr. Simon.
Simon, you have your turn, Simon.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I think you need to unmute.
No, I think yes,
Oh,
he
no,
has to.
it's myself.
Okay,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
yes,
yeah.
okay.
I think
Yes, I'm audible now. I think I'm audible now.
Yes, you are audible. You can continue.
I think that because of this, what happened to us? Maybe we close the podcast.
Yeah, we have to continue. I
And
think
because I don't know what to say.
can Job take over? Yes.
Maybe you have poems. What you are writing?
I think let's hear Job and then we could share. Yeah, he's there.
And now, Job,
Yes.
you can say something.
Yes.
Well, I'm so glad to join you guys in this wonderful discussion. I want to believe you can hear me. I just want to believe.
Okay.
Well, I listened to what you shared, very powerful speeches, and I was inspired, empowered, and touched. I want to begin in a very simple way. When I was a little boy, I was about 6, and I was struggling to go to school. And then one day I met a man, an old man, who told me 3 statements, 3 critical statements. Now, these statements have defined my life, and I believe they will define my life for many years to come. The first statement, he said, your future is in your hands. That's the first one. The second one, he said, your life is in your hands. And the third one, he said, your destiny is in your hands. Now, those were terrible statements for a 6-year-old kid. I couldn't understand the statements. But he told me never to forget the statements. I would understand in future. So as I grew older, I got to understand what he meant when he made the 3 statements.
লাইভ করতে দৌড়ে গেছে আমি যাই তাই এখন ধরে যায় লাইভ করতে হবে না কি করবো তো আবার রিচ হয়ে যাবে না যদি মনে চায় যদি আবার কাটে
Sir, we can hear you.
Can I continue?
Yes, you can continue. Yes.
Okay, so I was talking about,
I think there's disturbance from side.
yeah.
It's a side.
Okay, I think I can go on now.
Yes.
So from the 3 statements, if the man said your future is in your hands, then you have to define the kind of future you want to have. And then make proper choices as you pursue that future. Because nobody's going to design your future for you. You need to know the kind of future you want to have and then pay the price to have that future. Nobody gets their future on a silver plate. You need to work for the future you want. Now, if your life is in your hands, then you need to protect your life. You need not to allow anybody play with your life. You need to make sure you guard your life jealously because you can lose your life once and never get it back. So it is not wise to joke with what you cannot get back once you lose. Now, if your destiny is in your hands, then you need to define the end that you want for your life. How do you want your life to end? What kind of ending do you want for your life? So when you define that, then you will know the kind of routes to take. That means you need to have a clear vision for your life. Because when you have no vision for your life, then your life is like a football match being played on a pitch that has no goalpost. I don't believe anybody can score on a pitch that has no goalpost. Just imagine a football match being played on a pitch. Two teams are competing in a final, but there's no goal post. None of the teams will win that match and take the trophy. In the same way, if you have no vision for your life, then your life is just like that football match being played on a pitch that has no goal post. You can never score. So you need to define the vision, your vision for your life, the vision, what you live for, what you want, and pursue it with all your might. In the process, you must know what you want for your life. We live in a world in which not many people understand precisely and concisely what they really want for their lives. Not many people really know what they want for their lives. Ask people, where do you want to be 10 years from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now? And the answers will surprise you. A lot of folks don't understand what exactly they want and when they want it, how they want it, who can help them get it. So they live their life without knowing where exactly they are going. This is very unfortunate. So when you know where you're going with your life, you know what you want, you can then know which road to take. It is wisely said, all roads lead to Rome. Whereas this is true, any road can take you to Rome, yes, but then not all roads lead to Rome at the same amount of time. Some roads are so long that you may even die before reaching Rome if you take them. So you need to understand exactly where you're going with your life and then define which road can take you there and take that road. It's very important. Now, as you take that road, it is very important that you make proper choices for your life. There are so many people who have ruined their lives because of the wrong choices they made. In life, we can make choices, but we cannot choose the consequences of our choices. Therefore, it is very important that you make choices, and you should be ready for the consequences of your choices. After making choices, you need to take actions for what you want. Bear in mind that every action has consequences. Now, the problem is a lot of people do things without, first of all, calculating the consequences. In the end, they mess up. This is so bad. So you need to know exactly what you want, which road can take you there, the people who can help you get it, and then how you can get it, and what you must do to get there, and what you must not do to get there. Because in life, every action has consequences. I normally tell people that never do something if you're not ready and willing to bear the consequences. So it is very important that you know the consequences of something before doing it. Now, a few days ago, somebody asked me a question. A young lady asked me a question. Actually, a young girl asked me a question that why are you so wise? That's a question. A very young girl. I was surprised by the question. So I told the girl, I am not wise. I am not dull. I am a student of life. What exactly did I mean? Everybody must be a student of life. Life is the greatest teacher ever. Life is the greatest teacher ever. Be a student of life. Learn from every situation you go through in life, whether bad, whether good, whether what, learn from it. After learning the lessons, apply the lessons. Because knowledge is useful only when correctly applied. No matter how much knowledge you have, if you don't apply it, it will not help even you. Knowledge is very useful, but only when correctly applied. So learn as much as you can from every situation you encounter in life, and then apply the lessons correctly. Only then can you get the correct results. There are so many people who have gone to schools, they read books, they have a lot of knowledge. The problem is they don't apply the knowledge correctly, and they don't get the results they're supposed to get. So be a student of life. Learn from every situation you encounter in life, whether good or bad, no problem. Just learn the lessons and apply the lessons correctly. Then you must understand that you have a responsibility to humanity. You are supposed to serve humanity. A tree never bears its fruits for itself. Rivers don't drink their waters. In the same way, you are supposed to bear your fruits for humanity, to enjoy, both during and beyond your lifetimes. There's a lot you can do that can benefit humanity. We are speaking now. We are bearing fruits. Many lives can be changed through what we are doing. So understand that you have a responsibility to humanity. Do not sit on your gifts and talents. Use them to serve humanity in your lifetime and even beyond. You owe humanity your fruits. Never forget this. Will you bear the fruits for humanity to enjoy? Never live a selfish life. A selfish life is a worthless life. Live for others as well. Mother Teresa once made a statement that a life not lived for others is not a life. The question then is, whom do you live for? How many people are you touching with your life? How many lives have you touched with your life? It's very important that we must live for other people as well. We shouldn't live selfish lives. We must solve problems so that we can add value to humanity. I normally tell people that your relevance to humanity depends on the problem you solve. The more problems you solve, the more relevant you are to humanity. We live in a world in which people are facing so many problems. And everybody needs solutions to their problems. If you can provide solutions to the problems, then you can serve so many people and you can add value to their life. Your relevance lies in the problems you solve. And the question is, what problems are you solving for humanity? You can always solve problems with your gifts, talents, and abilities. Everybody was created with some talents, some inborn talents and gifts and abilities with which they're supposed to solve problems. All the great people of the world discovered their talents and gifts and used them to serve humanity. Today, we still enjoy the fruits of people like Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King, the great Mahatma Gandhi, because in their lifetimes, they did not sit on their talents and abilities. May we learn from them and do the needful. One of the most important things that I want you to pick from me is that in life, other people can always show you the way and even work with you. But you must work for yourself, because nobody in life can ever work for you. They can show you the way, they can work with you, they can teach you, they can nurture you, they can mentor you, but you must work for yourself. Quick question. Do you work for yourself? You can learn from so many people. But if you don't work for yourself, you will never get ahead, no matter how much people can tell you. So be able to work for yourself. Learn from people. May they inspire you, but then take steps to get what you want. Nobody can work for you, not even your parents, not even your teachers or your leaders. Learn from them so that you work for yourself. If you're not willing to take the steps, you will never get ahead, no matter how much other people can help you. Be disciplined. Discipline will get you to places that even hard work cannot get you. Discipline. Discipline is the pillar of success. If you are disciplined, you can get anything you want. So every step you take in life, make sure you are disciplined. Be very humble. Humility is a virtue which is found in very rare people. Be very, very humble. There's a way life humbles people. If you are so proud, then life will humble you. There's a way life brings down proud people. So humble yourself before life humbles you. Never approach life with pride. Be very humble. Do not wait for life to humble you. By the time life humbles you, it's too late. There are so many people today, especially young people, who do not listen because of pride. When they're being taught, they don't listen. But there comes a time when life humbles them and they cry. So by the time life humbles you, it is too late. So while you can still listen and apply before life humbles you, and be very humble. Now embrace challenges. In your life, you will surely face so many challenges, a lot of challenges. What matters is whether you can embrace them or not. If you can embrace them, then you can learn from them and you can capitalize on them, and they can be as stepping stones to the success you want. I was born in the middle of a war that lasted over 25 years. A lot of people were killed in the war. We lost so many people. I was born right in the middle of the war. We walked so many miles to go to schools. At some point, we couldn't go to schools. It was very tough. Life was so tough. Life was painful. Life is very painful sometimes. But when you endure the pain, you get the gain. No pain, no gain. So we went through the pain. We went through the challenges, and we got the gain. Today, I can tell my stories to the world, and the stories can change so many lives because I went through the pain to get the gain. So be willing to endure the pain to get the gain. There's a way you will meet so many challenges in your life, and they'll be painful. Embrace them.
What country are you? Job, what country are you from?
I'm from Uganda. From Uganda.
Uganda? Okay, I didn't know. Okay.
So make sure you embrace every challenge you meet on the way. Most importantly, learn from every challenge. Because a challenge you meet at a particular point helps you in other points in life. So for me, when I lived in the world for many years, I learned so many lessons that are helping me now to help so many people. So learn from your challenges so that they can act as stepping stones to greater heights in life. Finally, make sure you dream big. Never dream small. There is no limits to which you can dream, except the limits you can impose on yourself by yourself. So dream as big as you can. Most importantly, act on your dreams. Dream and then act. We have so many people who have so many crazy dreams, big dreams, but they don't act. A dream without action is just a dream. It will never be achieved. So when you dream, be sure to act so that you can achieve the dreams. And pull other people. Do not walk alone. You cannot walk alone in life. Make sure you pull other people. Grow with them, help them, support them. I want to conclude this way. Life is like climbing stairs. Life is like climbing stairs. Step by step, you get to the top. At every step, there are lessons to learn. Make sure you learn every lesson you must learn from every step before you go to the next one. Learn the lessons. Don't rush to climb the steps. Live your life step by step. Life is designed to be lived step by step. The problem is a lot of people rush in life. They end up crashing because they're not willing to learn from the steps they are on. So they want to jump. They want to get to the top so fast. That's a problem. Make sure you live your life step by step. Learn the lessons from every step so that you can apply the lessons as you climb the other steps ahead of you. The second last thing is the whole world is a stage. The whole world is a stage. There's a show taking place on the stage. The show is called life. And we are the actors. The question is, how are you acting on the stage? What are you doing on the stage? How are you performing on the show? Remember, the show can go on without you. If you play with your life, the show will still go on, but your contributions will be missed. Take your place on the stage, play your role on the show, and make your contributions to humanity so that people can enjoy your fruits within and beyond your lifetime. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Job. So first, I just want to say sorry because I was really out of net and I was just facing net problems. So, Job, your every word is absolutely important to understand, and you are very, very good motivational speaker, and lots of lives will be changed. We just hope for. And just I watch some of your video every day, going to Tiana's live. And it's so inspirational, I can say. Yes, of course, life is not a better process. Everywhere I just get through very painful situations, and sometimes people are just gonna give up because they don't take risk at all. And just about the discipline. And of course, we need to have the discipline in our life. Without having disciplines and not maintains, you are not gonna improve. And just you also have said that just we have to dream big, and it's very important because life is very short. Of course, we need to take and just dream big, and that should be our motto in our life. Thank you, Jobs, for your great inspirational word. Now I'm going to go Joyita Bishash. So can you hear me, sister? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so introduce yourself and what you're gonna discuss on today.
Thank you for letting me speak, sir. Hello, everyone. I am Joyita Bishesh Troy, Child Advisor of Glory Foundation. Thank you, Sai, sir, for letting me speak here today in front of these amazing people. I'm not a good speaker. I'm not a good speaker like all of you guys. I'm a little nervous, but thank you so much. Please pardon my mistakes. It's really a good opportunity for me to be here today, in front of you, also to hear you guys. Well, now we are facing one problem. The whole world is facing one problem, which is climate change. the whole it our environment is facing that environment where we all are living together with, which provide us breathe, which provide us water that we drink, which provide us food that we eat, which provide us land where we stay. But what we are doing, are we taking care of it enough? I think we are not taking care of it enough, or the disaster won't come alive. Wait, we we have to. Why we're pushing it to the disaster? We have about eight about an article about 8 to 9% total disease are attributed by pollution, and around 1.65 deaths globally are attributed by air pollution alone. What we are doing? We are destroying the world with us. This year, the environment the topic was One Earth. I mean, we have one Earth, only one Earth. It's not like we are going to stay on the Mars. Yes, if people say it's our second home. If we can't take care of our Earth, then how can we take care of Mars? And how can we live peaceful in Mars when we have everything in Earth and we are not taking care of it? Right. So we must all come forward. In Bangladesh, and if I talk about Bangladesh, in in research we can see that in on 5th January, Bangladesh capital Dhaka city was on first rank on air pollution, which now luckily is on sixth number. We must take care of it. We must take care of it. The pollution. I'm talking about the pollution. Let's start with the soil pollution. It is creating uh, disasters, diseases, the food problems. The If I talk about the light pollution, the visual pollution, the air pollution, the air, everything is created by us. If each and everything, we are making the world into hell. What is our future in this world? What is the future of this world? Uh, professor based on professor, sorry, I have to confirm. If I based on professor, people say, let's start. People love to walk at the morning, but it is highly recommended here that we can't walk till from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Why? Because of the pollution is not good at that time in Bangladesh. Due to Bangladesh, uh, they suggest people to work between from 9 to 4 p.m., 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and 4 to 4 to 8 is also is it's like no, you can't work at that time. Why is this happening? We are producing so much carbon dioxide. We are producing so much plastics. The plastic we are making, we are also not thinking about the uh, plastic that is already produced. We are all thinking about we have to stop using plastics. We have to stop using plastic on this basis. We have to stop producing it. but we are not thinking about what we have already produced, what we are going to do with that. So many plastics are roaming around the city, roaming around the whole world, roaming around the depth of the ocean. People is finding finding plastics on the depth of the ocean, not fishes but plastics. At the very deep of the ocean, people are finding plastics, and we are causing it, and we are bringing that disasters. Uh, uh, in United States, the highest in this year, people in different worlds are suffering from heat strokes. According to the World Health Attribution Project, human beings emit too much carbon at the temperature that rises to unbearable level. We can also see the fires. The highest temperature in the United States was recorded on 2021 June. There were 70 wildfires in at least 70 in at least 13 states in United States after 2000 to 2021 in the year, and in 2000 it was 10 first. We are causing all of the disasters. We have to think about it. It's not only talk about it, not only talk about it or only think about it. We must come forward together, all together, and lend a hand to save the nature. Not only it's not only talk about it. I will try my best from my side. I will try my best from my side to do something for the world, to do something for the environment. From today, always we must think, when we go outside, when we have something in our head uh, that causes that that will pollute the environment. We must we must we must protect it from it, prevent from them. We must. If I see if I if we see someone is polluting the nature, we must come forward. We must make them at least understand. At least that we can do. I think if we tell them that they are doing a bad thing, we are humans, right? We can listen and understand. We can try to understand the thing. I mean, we can understand the thing. So I hope, and from my side, I also try to make understand people that what you are doing is causing problem to the nature, and in this nature, you are the one who is living it. So you have to protect it, or else the lung cancers or everything can affect you, or the mental stress can all be created from this environmental pollution. So that from my side, that is I'm trying to tell you that we may think about other things, but we have to first think about the nature and the earth, because if there isn't anything like that, we can't even live. We can't even fight for the others' right if we don't have a earth to live in. If we don't have a earth to live peacefully. To So we must promise ourselves. You can obviously we have to spare it, but first we must promise ourselves that from today we will take care of this earth. Not only alone, we will spare it together, and we will make a better world to live in. Thank you so much for listening me. listening to.
Thank you. And it was righteous and very informative. And I think that
I'm sorry,
we
I think
have
I missed it
we
up somewhere.
yeah we have the solemn responsibility for protecting our world, and it's really being polluted not by other, just by us. We are human.
By
We are
us, yes.
constantly polluting. Our nature
Polluting.
is being destroyed. So by us. So everything what is happening in a wrong way, probably it's really causing by our, because we have to take the responsibility. And you know
Yes.
that in in the world, there are lots of trees are being cut every year. And what is the benefits and what's the damage of cutting trees? And the bad effects is huge, but we are not studying about it. That's why we don't know actually. But the thing is that if we can't really plant more trees, but we can make someone conscious about not cutting trees and benefits of planting more trees. And that's how we can really put contributions for the world. And why we are just talking, we are raising our voice, because people want to hear. If there is on who who is just being conscious by our word, it's our achievement. I think that. So that's why we continuously raise our voice. We know that the problem around the world that is happening right now, but there is very few people, they just want to express and want to bring up this problem to audience, and that's what we need to do. And this is our individual work, and when we just will raise from our sides, probably other people will get encouraged and they will come to really talk. They just need to have the scope to come on this platform and can really raise their voice. And you know that children also has voice. And if we just bring children here, and probably they can't really say, and that would be so inspiration. That's what we just want to hear. So thank you, and thank you for bringing up your very informative things here. So thank you for your message. So now I'm going to hear. Yeah, now I'm going to hear Simon. Simon, can you hear? Simon,
yes,
can you hear
with you. I'm here with you.
Okay, so introduce yourself first and what you're gonna
I can hear
speak
you.
on.
I can hear you. Okay. Good afternoon to each and every one of us. I really appreciate the privilege and opportunity given to me by my dear friend. My name is Ambassador Dr. Simeon Peter Olushola Beleyi. I am actually an educationist. For over 23 years, I've been teaching. I started as a teacher, and after that, I went into technology field. I did computer science from first degree down to PhD level. And apart from that, I also do oil and gas management MSc from US. Then in addition to that, I also do MBA from United Kingdom. Presently, I'm into humanitarian services, and I'm trying to work on SDG Goal 13. So I'm a certified climate change ambassador. So we work on climate change. That is what I do presently with the use of the technological knowledge that I have and the IT knowledge that I have. Hope I'm audible enough, please. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you are. You are. We are hearing.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. So I was saying, firstly, I want to talk on potential, fulfillment of potential for our children and technology, like smart technology, as a sample. Now, what I want to do is, why are you born here on Earth? That is the first question. Why are you born here on earth? Whether you are a child, a youth, an adult, or whoever you may be, why are you born here on earth? I am very sure you are not born mistakenly into this earth. You are born here for a particular purpose. And that purpose is what you need to discover. And once you discover your purpose here on earth, then you will be able to function and be useful to yourself and to the world at large. Somebody like me, I have to discover my purpose. That is why I come into humanitarian field, so that I can render whatever I have to the world, so that the world can see and the world can hear me out. So now your purpose must answer 4 questions. And the first question which your purpose must answer is, what is my purpose? The question of what? What is my purpose? And once you get answer to that, then the next question that your purpose must answer is, how do I perform? Like, for example, if my whole purpose is to save humanity, that is, when I discover that through my talent or through prayer or through any form, once I know that this is my purpose here on earth, then once I know that that is my actual purpose here on earth, then I have to ask myself a question: how do I want to carry out this purpose successfully here on earth? And that is the second question of how. That is question of methodology. Which method will I adopt? You can't just be mimicking or copying other people's methods. There is a unique method in which God has created you specially to perform in whatever you are doing. So discover that as a student, as a youth, as whatever. Discover which unique way did God always want me, or did I supposed to be performing in whatever I'm doing in this earth. It doesn't matter your age or whatever, you can still fulfill something here on earth. Then when you understand the method you have to follow always, and you master it, then the third question that your purpose should answer is, where? The question of place. Where am I designed to function? At which place should I function? Every fishes, if they fail to remain in the water, then they are ready to die. Then you have to understand your environment where you can function very well. Somebody like me, I can function very well in the technology environment, and I remain there. Do you understand? When you are getting outside your environment, then you won't survive. That person who don't want to survive, that means you are looking for death of vision, death of purpose, or death of your life. So then the last question which your purpose should answer is the question of time. When will I start performing this? When will I start doing this? When will I start carrying out all these visions of mine, all these dreams of mine? You must know the particular timing, because when you act ahead of your time, then you are bound to make mistakes, a lot of mistakes in life. But when you act within your time, or at your appropriate time, or you wait for your own time to come, then you are going to perform perfectly, and you will have a meaningful impact here on earth. Mind you, my question is still saying, what am I here? Discover our purpose here on earth, then we will be able to perform better and live a successful life. Then now I'm introducing technology, smart technology, into the world now, to my youth, children, and other adults that may be interested. Like now, let's assume you have discovered that you have to function in the technology environment. Then you should be able to discern what is the level, what is the trend of technology nowadays. And now I'm introducing the smart technologies. Now the smart technologies is the latest technologies that is reigning all over. That is the Internet of a thing, and it is rampant. It is everywhere. We apply it to our home. We call it smart home. We apply it to our environment. We call it smart environment. We apply it to city. We call it smart city. We apply it to any other places. And as you apply, then you name it. So now I want to speak about smart home technology, which is home automation. Home automation, which is very, very good for security of everyone in this present era that we have on the planet Earth. We need to secure our life because there are a lot of insecurities, like in Nigeria where I am, a lot of insecurities is happening here. And if we don't engage smart technology, then we may be in danger or put our children in danger. So smart technology provides security. How? Through surveillance cameras, CCTV cameras, then the automation as well. The automation. And there are some gadgets that we have that we call access control gadgets, which you can put at the entrance of your door of your home, and that one can prevent intruder from coming into your apartment or into your home or into your compound. So those, we call those ones access control devices. So we can make use of that to stop intruders from entering into our compound or whatever. And then we also have other devices. There are some devices we call sensors and so on and so forth. So those sensors, there are sensors that capture human movement. I mean motion sensors, human movement. When somebody is coming closer to come and intrude, you already know, because the sensor will alert you, will alarm you. Then we do automation as well. We can automate it and put it and control it through our phone, our devices, anywhere, all over the world. So that means with smart technology these days, you can reduce threats, you can reduce, what do they call it, thefts. You can reduce thefts, like we have smart farming as well. Like maybe you have a poultry and you are not always there. You have your workers, you have your laborers, and you don't want them to be stealing your eggs or your chicks. You understand? So you can plant a camera that is remoted to your phone wherever you are. You can be watching what is going on in your poultry. We do that in homes as well. You can watch what your children are doing presently at home, and so on and so forth. So what because I'm having another class somewhere else. So but presently I'm even not at home. So I will have made use of a very good platform for my presentation. But at least I must meet up with this presentation. So in a nutshell, in conclusion, what I'm actually saying from the beginning to the end is that what are you here on earth for? What are you here for? You are not here by mistake. You are not born by mistake. You are not born into your country by mistake. God gave birth to you, or God arranged your birth for a particular purpose, which you need to discover. It is your own duty to discover your purpose, and it is your duty to work towards fulfillment of your purpose, and it is your duty to fulfill your purpose. As the saying we say, a purpose that is not known, if purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. If purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Like, if you don't discover your purpose, then you abuse your life. You waste your life. You waste your time. So admonishing every children, every youth across the world, that wherever you are, go and ask yourself this question. Take it as an assignment. What is my purpose here on earth? If you discover it, you become the best. And no one will be able to compete with you. Rather, people will see you as hero, worthy of emulation, and you become a trailblazer. You blaze adventurous new trail, worthy of emulation that other people will follow. So any children listening to my voice, any youth listening to my voice, I'm beseeching you today, discover your purpose. Discover your purpose. Then once you get the purpose, let it answer the 4 questions. What is my purpose? Why? How am I going to carry out my purpose? Where will I function? And when will I start functioning? So when we can answer all those 4 questions, we won't come here on earth and make a mistake. We won't come here on earth without impact. But if we can answer the 4 questions in our life, we will have impact here on earth. We will even become an hero. You become hero. People will look at you. They will pray that, Lord, make me like this man. I want to be like this man. I want to be like this man. And another thing is that if you discover your purpose and you are functioning within your purpose, then you should be very sure that you will make it in that field, because it is your gift that will pave way for you. You will discover your talent. You will be able to use your talent then you'll be able to succeed in life. Then you won't need to run after money. Like as a youth, you won't be running after. It is money that will pursue you. Money will run after you. People will call you based on your talent and skills, which you have discovered because you already know your purpose here on earth. Then finally, don't let us forget, I'm evangelizing this. Let each and every one of us go into smart level of technology. Smartify your home, smartify your farm, your businesses, your workplace, and everywhere you are for your own security sake. So when you apply smart technologies, then that is what the earth, that is what the trend that is going on now. When you apply smart technologies, then security is guaranteed. At least you'll be able to trace some things. Like all the gadgets that we normally use, they are now very cheap now. Like CCTV cameras, they are now cheaper, even from China, from anywhere. They are producing cheaper ones that are affordable. So you can engage a smart home administrator, and they can help you out in designing the best smart technology for your home, or for your office, or for your business. Then by doing so, we reduce what we call theft. We reduce hooligans among our people, dishonesty, people that and we can trust everyone, even your workers, when they are aware that their working place is smartified, then they will behave well. They won't want to behave abnormally. So I think with this few explanation of mine for today, I think we'll be able to gather or gain one thing or the other for today. That is just it. It's like our host is no longer here with us. It's like he's having network issue like mine that the other time. So, and some aspect of before our host come back, I can still proceed on some discussion of mine before our host will come back. So now let me just talk on method, on the potential as well. And when we are talking of method, when you are bound, you are meant to copy somebody. If you don't discover your own personal way of doing things, your own personal way of doing things, then copying others will not bring uniqueness out of you. So if you want to build a brand, you want to become unique, then ask from whoever you can ask from, whether it is God that creates you, either through prayer or through what. Lord, which method, which way do you want me to be functioning in this purpose which I have discovered? Are you a teacher? How do you want me to be teaching in a way that it will be outstanding? So if God can reveal that to you, or if you can discover that in yourself, then whenever you go to teach, people will look you with a difference. They will say, this teacher among other teachers is the best. This lecturer among other lecturers is the best. This professor among others is the best. This preacher among others is the best. Why? Because you discover your own God-given specific talent or method of applying your purpose here on earth. When you discover it, then you become unique. You become a trailblazer, worthy of emulation. And everyone, they will begin to emulate you. And they will begin to pray that God make me like this person. Method is very, very important to ask from your creator. Which method will I adopt in carrying out my assignment? And once you're close to your creator, like once you are close to your God will give you leading and direction. And once you can follow the leading and direction and the method, and you don't go to the right or turn to the left, when you are stable, then you will become unique. And your purpose here on earth will be fulfilled. And at the same time, you will be happy, your creator from your lifestyle, from everything that you do. And also, I'm still waiting for the host to come back. So since he's not yet here, I move to number 3 again to expatiate more. I'm talking of environment. Where will I perform? Which environment am I destined to perform, to carry out my functions or my purpose here on earth? Which environment? Which environment? Academically, spiritually, materially, which environment am I destined to perform? If you can discover that here on earth, your environment, then you will survive. You will last in your functions and in whatever you are doing, you will last. In whatever you are doing, you will last. You will last long. You will last long. But when you are acting outside your environment, then you will be striving for survival. You'll be striving for survival. You'll be struggling. So ask which environment, which field has God ordained me to function or perform my purpose that I've discovered. Once you get it, you will succeed in life. You will succeed in life. And then the final one is the question of time. I still want to expatiate on timing. Most of us, there is an adage in our own country that says lack of the knowledge of timing. Lack of the knowledge of timing is what is giving problem to people. It is only God Almighty in heaven that creates us, our heavenly creator, that knows the time, the perfect time for everything. God seniors each and every one of us in that aspect. He is the only one that knows the perfect timing for everything here on earth. And when we rely on him, he will tell us that this is the right time for me to perform. This is the right time for me to come out. This is the right time for me to carry out these particular functions, which he has input in my heart to carry out. When you work according to your timing, then there will be no mistake. You will do everything perfectly and you will succeed easily. But when you are working ahead of your time, or you are running ahead of your creator, you want to rush to become rich. You don't want to follow the process. You don't want to wait for your time. Or as a youth, you want to become billionaire in a night. You don't want to follow the procedure. You don't want to suffer. You don't want to have or gain experience. You want to become great just in a day. It is not done. Ask for your time. Wait for your time. God's time is the best. God's time is the best. And once you get your timing right, then nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. You become unstoppable. Unstoppable. You become unhindered. Your vision will be successfully carried out. Many to establish the business. Many organizations that is closing down today, they are not functioning at the right time. And many organizations you see flourishing today, then go and check them very well. If they are not diabolic or if they are not fetish, then they have waited for their time. It is their time. It is their time. And that is why when you see anybody reigning as a star, people will say, it is his time. It is his time. So my brothers, my sisters, my fellows, my youth, our co-lecturers and our co-speakers, wait for your time. God's time is the best. God's time is the best. God's time is the best. And with that, you succeed in life. With that, life becomes easy, simple for you. And you won't outrun your energy because it is your time. You won't outrun your ability. You won't outuse your ability because it is your time. You won't struggle. When it is your time, you don't struggle. Everything comes easily. Everything follow you. Money follow you. Skill follow you. You just be hearing people inviting you from from another place. Sir, we need your presence. Ma, we need you. People will be hunting after you when it is your time, because it is your time. Because it is your time. And there is no way you can discover your right and perfect timing without your creator. That is our heavenly Father, our God that created each and every one of us. That is the God Almighty. Speak with him, ask from him. He It will show you the way. It will show you the way. Our host is not yet here. Our host is not yet here. So this is where this is where I'm going to round off. If you have any other contribution or question from other speakers in the house, you can come in, please.
Thank you, Dr. Simon. I think there's a message from Syed, like he's got some internet problems, so he won't be able to join us back. And thank you so much for sharing those insights about technology. And we need to understand our problems, discover our problems, and yes, we need to be the solution seekers to our problems. So it was wonderful listening to everybody, and amazing session, learning and sharing by everybody. Any last words anybody has to share, so that we could conclude today's session, a beautiful session that we had.
Maybe we can do an oath to make the world better.
Yes, just a few lines before we close. That I feel that let us look forward, or let us dream of a happy world, a world that is full of kindness to be compassionate about others who will support and love that will bond us together, and together we all can live in peace and harmony. Those were a few lines from my side. So thank you, everybody, and heartfelt gratitude to all for the lovely sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.